Hey guys, just trying to get my camera right. Hopefully you guys can see that. It looks dark. I'm not sure why. Let me see if this helps. That makes it worse. Alright, well, it's going to be what it's going to be. Alright. I just came on a few minutes early, so I'll just wait a minute for people to get here. We got all kinds of stuff going, all kinds of noise in the house because I've got the air fryer going, the air conditioner going, the oven going. We're good to go. So today we're making, what's it called? We're making guacamole. Some of you have seen my guacamole already, but most people haven't. Baked apple pie rice paper rolls, which sounds great. We'll see. Never used rice paper before. Someone gave it to me a few years ago, and I'm finally using it. So I have some in the oven testing out, but we'll see. So the first thing is to peel the apple, cut the apple up. So I cut it in half. This is the way I do it. I cut it in half this way, and then the core is here, so I kind of go angled. Whoops, maybe I don't. Like that, and then I put it down on the flat, and I kind of go angled again, and you can feel when you're getting the core. So I'm going to put that off to the side, and then I'm going to do the other side. And I just find that's the best way to get the core out quickly. And then we're just slicing these up. I have a few left over from the first batch I made in the bowl already. So it's 4 to 5 apples. 4 to 6 apples, I'm sorry. Little pieces of stem all over my board here. Hi guys, how you doing? Hi Aunt Sis, I see you there. Alright, so we're making rice paper apple pies and some guacamole and something else, a little surprise in my air fryer. And it'll be a surprise for both of us because I've never done it before, so we'll see. For all of us, I should say. Okay. Speed things along here. I'm taking my sweet old time. So how's everybody doing today? I'm excited. I'm going to go live again a little bit later because I got to show you guys something. Outside in our Rose of Sharon bushes, there's a bird's nest, and the babies are popping their heads up asking for mama to feed them, and it's just so cute. So I'm going to go live later and go outside and show you guys that because it's adorable. So these apples are, I'm using up that I got, they're a little bruised up, and so I figured they're not really great for munching on, but they'd be good for something like this. So, and then I use erythritol a lot for my sweetener. So it's at 1/3 of a cup. That's about 1/3 of a cup, but there was already some sweetener in there. And then it says brown sugar, by the way. And so to make brown sugar, you can mix, hey Yoli, you can mix the whatever sweetener and a little bit of molasses, and that will give you brown sugar. So anyway, and then a little cinnamon. Put that out of the way. Just mix these up. And I don't know what these are going to come out like, guys, so if you have experience with rice paper, Karen Brown, I'm calling you out because you're the ones that gave them to me. And I'm doing something wrong. Please put it in the comments and let me know. Put this in my trash bowl. Okay, so now I've got this bowl of water. A nice flat one because you got to put the rice paper in it. And I have a pan all ready to go over here with some parchment. So you take this sheet of rice paper and you stick it in the water for I don't really know how long. So we're just going to see what happens. Alright, but you're supposed to let it get soft enough to use. But I found that it got softer as I worked with it, so I don't want to make it too soft. So I put a little bit of apple in there. Now, you're supposed to fold up first, and this is how you would do if you're making a wrap or anything as well. And then you fold in the side. It's kind of funny, guys. This is actually going worse than what I practiced. Okay. The whole thing's breaking. Alright, then you roll it and pretend like you did a good job on that one. That one's going to be a what not to do. Okay, now you've got this little burrito-y thing. Put it here, and my timer's going off because the ones I already made are done, so I'm going to pull those out real quick. That's the wrong oven. 2 ovens, guys, a double oven stove. Amazing. If you don't have one, when you get your next one, do it. Okay, So we'll show you these after, actually. And we'll try them out and see what we think. Okay, let's try again, because that one was kind of a disaster. Who's that? Craig? Hi, Craig. Yeah, no fishing. I am fishing for rice paper in this bowl, though. So, let's see if this goes any better. I am really fishing for rice paper. Okay, here we go. Alright, so let's get some apples. It said about 2 tablespoons or so. I'm just putting a whole chunk, whatever. Fold up from the bottom. Fold over to the side. Take that piece out. It seems like it's a little too much. Fold over the side. And then roll. And roll. Oh, that was much better. Beautiful. Okay, let's do another one. And then I'll finish the rest later. So you don't have to sit and watch me do this a million times. So I worked at Subway when I was in high school. And we had to make wraps all the time. And they had the sandwich size wraps. And I was like the queen wrap maker. Where are all my Subway people at? Kelly and everybody that worked at Subway with me. And we had to roll up the wraps. And I was the queen because I'm just a perfectionist. So you always rolled up and pulled your sides in. But with the wraps, you have a little more to work with, and so I always took the top and I grabbed everything and roll it up. So if you like to make wraps for lunch, oh, that did actually work when I just did that. Look at that! It's working, guys. Okay, I have to do one more just because it's fun. Sorry, you have to watch me one more time. And then we'll go down to the next recipe. So anyway, yeah, so the wraps, there's a unique way to be able to just make sure it's all tight together. You got to keep like pulling the sides in a little bit and rolling it all the way up, and then you end up with a nice tight wrap with your stuff not falling out. And I know that that's a challenge for a lot of people, actually. So maybe that could be useful. All right, I'm just going to do more after, but whoops, did that wrong. Okay, bottom, side. Oh, this is going so much better. Side, side. That first one was a doozy. Oh yeah, this is so much better. And you can see what's in it, which is cool. And this is a gluten-free apple pie, basically. So if you have gluten issues, this is a great option for you. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside because I'm going to just finish those later. You don't need to watch me keep going on that. All right, I see Craig is heckling me over there. I don't know what he's saying, but I'm sure he's being fresh because that's what he does. That's my big brother. All right, so I already started on the avocados. There's a little on top. So let's see, I have 2 more. I always use a big chef's knife for everything, so if you use something else, that's fine. So I always start at the stem, and then I just roll the avocado. I don't move the knife. And then you take the 2 halves, you spin it, and open it right up. And the pit stays on the one side. So we'll do that one more time. Spin the avocado, twist, and good. So then, be careful with this. You whack the pit and spin it with the knife, and then I go like that and get it off the side. Whack, spin, get it off. Now I'm going to leave one of these pits in here because the experts say that if you leave a pit in there, it keeps it from getting brown. Okay, so then I just take a spoon, but when you have the side that has the stem, just be careful because the stem could fall off, so I just pay attention on that spot and fall into your guac. Did that go in the bowl? It looked like it flew somewhere, but maybe it went in. Oh my gosh. All right. This is like a comedy show today. Okay, and I just scrape it right out. The avocados are perfect this time. Absolutely perfect. I didn't have to like cut any, well, one tiny little bad spot off of one. Okay, so that's that. Then, now my husband doesn't like a lot of cilantro, so I have to be nice, and I just scrape a little off the stem with my knife like that. And then chop it up. I don't worry about the fact that there are still little pieces of stem. To me, it doesn't really matter. Maybe if I was doing something where it was like a garnish, maybe I would care, but for this, the stem gets chopped up. Doesn't bother me. Okay. Stick that in there. You're not supposed to do that with your knife, by the way, but it's my habit. I do it anyway. I don't have a purple onion, which is what I usually use. Hi, Shelly. I see that you're there too, I believe. So I have a shallot, so we're going to experiment with that. I usually cut up a little bit of purple onion. I found out, I was very disappointed. My mother makes the best guacamole, and I have always craved her guacamole. And I asked her to show me how to make it, and she had to make a confession that she mixes avocado with salsa. I was like, what? After all this time, it tasted so gourmet, and you just mix the two together. Anyway, so I just cut the shallot down the center a couple of times, and then put it on the flat side, cut it again a couple of times, and now I'm just cutting it into little chunks. So I'm not, yeah, maybe I'll put the whole thing in there. That's about 9 avocados, so maybe I'll just put the whole thing. So cut down the long way, down the long way, flip it onto the flat side, cut down the long way that way, flopping all over. I'm used to purple onion. Slippery little guy. Okay, so we put some shallot in there. Well, I'll just do it now. I'm gonna have to excuse myself and wash my hands. Jalapeno. You need to be careful with your cutting board, with everything, because this will get your skin, and you do not want to be rubbing all over your eyes and things like that. So you need to make sure you get the seeds in the membrane out, get them out of your space, and wash your hands before you do anything else, because if not, you will regret it. Promise you. Been there, done that, accidentally, even though I knew what I was supposed to be doing. Okay, so cut it in half, cut the top off, cut it in half, and cut out the seeds in the membrane. That's where all the heat is, so I mean, you could leave the seeds in the membrane if that's something that you prefer, but I prefer not. Okay, so and I just cut down in thin strips. All right. There we go. I'm going to cut that last line very well. Put that in there. And then I'm going to go wash my hands and my board and my knife, and I'll be right back in 1 second. I'm not going crazy on the board, just my hands are the thing I'm most worried about. It hurts. Ooh, the air fryer's almost done. I'm excited. Okay, let's get this. The last, oh, I forgot the salt and pepper. So it's not the last, but almost the last. Not salt, pepper, I mean just salt. So I noticed that the pink Himalayan salt tends to be less salty. I'm not sure why. So I end up putting a little bit extra in there than I normally would. Lime. Roll it out a little bit. As you roll it, you release some of the juices in there. Okay. Cut it in half and squeeze. Should use my citrus press, but I don't want to go back and get it. Okay. Limes are a little bit less citrus press needed because they don't have all the seeds coming out of them like a lemon does. All right, put that in my garbage bowl. Wipe my hands off. All right, and I like to use a pastry blender actually for mine. So I just come in and it cuts all the, can you see that? No. Move this out of the way. Cuts all the avocado up. I like chunky guacamole. I don't like it all whipped up like the stuff you buy in the store. I like a chunk here and there. I don't know about you guys. How do you guys like your guacamole? Do you like chunks, smooth, store-bought? I don't know. I don't like the store-bought stuff. I just feel like it's very, I don't know, fake tasting, citrusy, fake tasting. I don't know if that makes any sense. And then I just clean it off. Just rinse my hands off real quick. All right, now's the test. Might need a little more salt, but that's basically my guac. Let's try it. I don't eat a lot of chips usually, but this is what I had, so I'm trying to use them up. Yep, that's the money right there. I'm a guacamole addict. That's delicious. Oh my gosh, so good. Absolutely delicious. Okay. Okay, we're gonna see this creation. Let's see. Woo, baby. Get it out. Okay, here we go. Something we love is Brazilian food. And when you go to a Brazilian steakhouse, on the spit with all the meat, they have pineapple. And it's covered in cinnamon. And I have the Pampered Chef. Where's my cinnamon? What do I do with it? Oh, here it is. The Pampered Chef air fryer, and it has a rotisserie spit. So I saw somebody did this. Now they put sugar, but us ladies at the group, we prefer it without the sugar. But it's cinnamon coated pineapple that's put through the spit. Oh, it just fell right off. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay. Let's try it. It's hot. And they just like slice it off. It's really cool. They like just slice off chunks. Anyway, let's do this. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited about this. Okay. I gotta let that cool a second because that's gonna burn my face off. So while we're letting that cool, let's try these little apple pie thingies. And then I'll let you out of here. I don't know. I think I could cook them longer. You're supposed to flip them, but I tried to flip it and the whole thing started falling apart, so we didn't flip it. So it's this little apple pie. Let's cut it in half. Also very hot. Let's see. Okay, so gluten-free, rice paper, apple pie coming in. Let's see. Yeah, that's actually really good. I wasn't sure what to expect, but it's nice. Very good. All right. Going in for the pineapple. The ladies are going to be so excited because we love this. I haven't made it. I usually roast it in the oven. Okay. So hot. Ladies and gentlemen, drop the mic. Oh yeah, that was delicious. All right. Oh my gosh, I can't stop thinking about it. So we did rotisserie pineapple with some cinnamon. We did rice paper apple pies, and we did guacamole. Yummy, yummy guacamole. So let me just bring the phone over real quick so you can see these apple pies, so that you can see what I'm talking about. Homemade and chunky. Yep, that's right, Aunt Sis. All right, let me flip this around. So I think these are supposed to look better than this by the time they're done, but they taste delicious, so I'm just going to go with that. And then we've got the pineapple, and then we've got the guacamole. Oh yeah, baby. So yummy. All right, so anyway, that's it for today. I'll check back in later when I take you outside to look at the birds. They're so cute. I can't wait to show you. So thanks for coming. We'll see you next week. All right, bye.